Hello again from the absolute mess that is my garage. We have a hard waste coming up. If you don't know what hard waste is in Australia, you put some rubbish out on the curb that isn't normally collected by the normal service and it gets taken away. So we got one of those coming up this weekend. I thought it'd be a good time to go through the garage and have a really good clean out and go through everything I'm not using, everything I don't need, things I'm not working on, projects that I've lost interest in and just haven't touched in years. So it's been a bit of a process. It's a week long. It's an ongoing thing, and I want to make more room for my bikes because that's the main thing that I do in the garage. So make more room. I've already done a fair bit. There used to be a shelf just there. That shelf is now there, and the shelf that was there is now going to go in a garden shed that I plan on getting. There's lots of things in here that I don't want in here, like garden tools. The lawnmower just doesn't need to be in here. Those tyres are on a marketplace. The top ones are okay. They're the old TKC70s that came off my 390, and they came off the GB250. They're knackered. They need to go. I just got lots of stuff that I don't know. I don't do any oxyacetylene stuff. I don't need the sander really. Like I use it once in a blue moon, especially working on bikes, but it's stuff that is handy to have, so it's really hard to let go of it. That's why I'm trying my best to condense everything down to what I don't need and really think about it. It's hard to do. I got rid of a lot of these little engines as well, which hold a special place in my heart because I've had them for so long, and I've done stuff with them. Painted that one. This engine has been like this for 3 years now. It's put together wrong. I put the crank in 180 degrees out of phase, so it's compressing on the exhaust stroke or something. I don't know. It's wrong. So yeah, today this video is a bit of a random one. I haven't really got anything going on at the moment. It's been a bit of a busy week. I plan on going for a ride either tomorrow or Sunday. I'm filming this on Friday. That's one thing I'm doing today is I'm draining the fuel in that. The fuel is super old. It's probably the same fuel I had that was in it since I last rode it, and that was almost 2 years ago. So needs new fuel. So I'll go get some fresh 98, flush it through. I think the valves are still a bit out, so I might give them a tickle. And then another random thing, which I might add into this video, is the lawnmower. Often neglected, needs a service. It's nearly 2 years old. I got it in December of 2023. It needs a service. It needs some fresh oil. It needs some love. You're supposed to service them after every season, but we don't really have mowing seasons here. I just mow it. I suppose summer's the mowing season because doesn't get mowed much in winter. Bit of a rambly one, this one, and I might throw in some cleaning. And I just almost forgot, this arrived. Head gasket for the GB250. Exciting. So that should be coming up soon. I've got to pull it apart. I've got to measure the warp. The head and cylinder could be warped. I put that at the end of the last video. It's likely that it is warped considering how hot the engine got, which hopefully it's okay. I'm really scared that it's going to be no good. So we'll find a machine shop to give it a machine. Hopefully that the head gasket is just blown so badly that it's leaking out, and the head and cylinder are okay. Still might give them a machine anyway because it's practice. So yeah, I'll chuck this on the tripod or whatever and we'll get started.
I was really hoping for a more dramatic change with this time lapse, but it really doesn't change much. So just enjoy me moving stuff around and making a mess with oil, apparently. So it kind of is out of order as well because you'll see the bin just appear, and then in the next clip I will talk about bringing the bin in. Riveting stuff, I know.
Alright, it's time to get a bit brutal here. I brought the household bin into the garage and I'm just going to start chucking shit at it. I've got a bucket of stuff that isn't rubbish, but I don't think I need. Like, I'm never going to use brazing rods or craft masking paper. I mean, come on. I've had that for years. And this is how I get into the situation where I've just got too much shit and I hate it. I want to be able to have 3 bikes in here: dirt bike, road bike, adventure bike, comfortably, and space to work on said bikes. Obviously not all at once, so the plan is to have this area at the back to be like the main mechanicking area, which is sort of already what it is. That's why I want this space clear, because I want to put the toolbox there. It fits, I've measured it, and then I'll have enough space here for a lift, or just more space. Just, I can have it. And then the grand plan is to have a trailer possibly in here. That might be pushing it. I won't be able to have as many bikes in here, but I think there's a way. Back to it. I'll spend more time choosing music. Alright, I thought I would do a little bit of an update. update. It feels like I'm not making any progress at all. Good thing the time lapse doesn't have sound because the music choices have been questionable, and it's been quite loud as well. So anyway, I have made some progress. It feels like I'm taking one step forward, two steps backward at the moment, but I think by next week when the hard rubbish comes, it should be better because I've made some piles and I've got I don't know if I've added any more to that, but I've got that pile there. Scrap metal, which should go to hard rubbish, trash, and then I've managed to make a mess and clean up all the oil, which I had less than I thought. I thought I needed more containers. I got a mate to pick me up some. I got 10 litre, 6 litre, and another 7 litre. So I only filled up the 7 litre, the grey one at the front, which is good. So I've got those two as a spare for future. That should give me plenty for motorbikes and cars and whatnot. Got the toolbox down there, which is great. I'm very happy about that. It's out of the way. Don't have to worry about that for a while. It is hanging over the bench a bit, so got to be careful with that. This is still annoying. Got to find places for all this. Probably get rid of that because I've managed to condense the first aid kit into one. Random other little bits and bobs. Got to find a way to store zip ties and random tent pegs, which I don't know where the tent is even from. Yeah, I think it's worth investigating more storage options apart from shelves, like tubs that go into like drawers almost, but they're like rails. I don't know how to describe it. But I'm gonna leave it there because I'm gonna get some dinner, get some rest because I got work tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully this video is okay so far. I haven't done anything else apart from clean for an hour and a half, or even longer actually. So luckily tomorrow is my Friday because I work Tuesday, Saturday. So got 2 days off, of course Saturday afternoon to do stuff. So I'll definitely focus heavily on cleaning tomorrow, and then I think Sunday morning before this video goes out I'll do the other jobs because I'll have more space to do the jobs. I am going to nothing else. Alright, we are back. It is day 2, the next day, I guess, and kind of been dreading this. Don't have much motivation at the moment to do this, but it needs to be done because the garage is still a bit of a mess. So, plan today is to get all the hard waste out and cut all this, well not all of it, but most of this timber up that I'm not going to be used. Go through it, and if there's anything that's worth selling or donating, do that. And then same with that, but the board in front is my makeshift bike ramp, and get rid of the, I don't know, they're sawhorses. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here that doesn't need to be in here, so that's the plan. So hopefully I can bring back another update that this space looks better, because it's a bit of a disaster at the moment. Alright, hopefully this is the last time I update you on the cleaning situation. So it's 90% done, or 90% where I'm going to get to at this stage without a garden shed and sort of going into fine detail with organisation. But it's looking pretty good. All the hard rubbish is out now. The plan is that stuff and the lawnmower and that stuff there, it's all going to go into a garden shed, and all that stuff and garden stuff of course. I've given myself a deadline with this, and if I haven't made anything out of it, so I want to make a fire pit out of it, and if I haven't done anything by the end of the year with it, it's got to go. Because the problem I have, and maybe a few other people have as well, is I'll get stuff thinking, oh, that'll make a cool project like that, and heaps of other stuff that I've already gotten rid of, and it just sits around for years and takes up space. So I gotta give myself deadlines with that, otherwise it's gotta go. So hopefully I can get it sorted. It's still got a bit of gas in it, which needs to be drained, but yeah, I'm able to do all my jobs now. I can go get some fuel for the CRF 150 and service the lawnmower. So bit of a boring video, but it's like odds and ends that don't really make up a full video.
Alright, so in about a couple of seconds you'll hear my air compressor give out. And there. That is the manifold just breaking completely. You'll see in the next shot, I'll show you. So it's just snapped clean off. I don't know how that happened. It just popped off. So Goodbye $50 air compressor. So I just resorted to using a syringe that I used to use for mixing two-stroke oil, and it actually worked really well. I'm kind of shocked on how well it worked. Got all of the oil out, no issue at all. It did take a while though, it was very time consuming because the syringe was only 80 ml and the oil capacity is around 440, which isn't too bad.
Perfect. Don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. Ah, well.
I didn't know I had that length of pipe, which is what I'm referring to. I tried another pipe, but it was too big and just slipped off.
Alright, I'm running out of time. The noise curfew kicks in soon. I want to get this thing started, making sure it's all good. Just have a listen to the lifters as well, because last time I started and ran it, the lifters sounded pretty ticky, so I think they still need a bit of adjustment. I was only going to get like 10 litres of fuel, but fuel is still pretty cheap, and it was $1.81 per litre for 98, so I just grabbed 20 litres, which is going to prove difficult right now. That would do for now, because I don't know when I'm riding this next. I don't want to be in the same position where I'm just draining fuel endlessly. I'll use this jerry can in the 390 in a couple of weeks anyway, so it'll stay fresh. It would help if I turn the fuel on. Sounds pretty good. Does this sound okay? Still cold. Alright, so even with properly adjusted lifters, fresh fuel, and tinkering with the carb on the 150, I just can't get it to run well. And research I have done is that I put a new carb in it, right, and it's just a generic no-name carb, and I think that the jets are just too small, so I'm not going to bother with that carb. I've bought a rebuild kit, the old carb, and I'm going to put the old carb back in, because I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's the OEM carb that came on the bike, so I'll give that a good clean and adjustment, and then maybe take it to someone to get it properly tuned, because carburetors are still a bit of a like art to me. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Put the air filter back in with fresh air filter oil, and yeah, leave it at that. Bit of a different video, but yeah, we'll see how I go.